Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video, as they will be very beneficial for you in the long term. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 17th of February. The session will be very important, so do pay attention till the end. Also students, yesterday I gave you some 3 homework questions. Here are the correct options, so you can match your answers here. And Manish, best of luck for your preparation. I hope you'll do justice here. Moving on to the important current affairs of the day. First question. India has signed a memorandum of understanding with which country for disability sector which will benefit persons with disability? Recently cabinet approvals were there for 15th of January, all right, and the union cabinet, which is chaired by whom? It is chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has given their approval for the following proposals. All right, if we talk about some of the proposals here, and one of the proposal is mentioned here, that recently India signed an MOU with which country for the disability sector that will benefit the persons with disability. So this MOU was signed by which country? It was between India and South Africa. Alright, apart from this, remember, Cabinet has also approved the signing of an memorandum of understanding between India and Chile for the operations in the field of agriculture sector. Alright, in agriculture sector. Then apart from this, remember, recently the Union Cabinet has also approved a signing of MOU between New Delhi's headquarter ICAI, that is your Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, that is ICAEW, that is in London and UK. Alright, so between them also an MOU was signed. So 3 MOUs you need to remember between ICAI and ICAEW, that is between New Delhi and London, UK. Between India and Chile was for agriculture, and between India and South Africa was for the benefiting the persons with disability. Next, here you can see them, and for the further information you can directly refer the PDF. Next is which organization in India working together to create nutritional supplement testing capacity in India? I repeat, which organization in India is working together to create nutritional supplement testing capacity in India? Which it will be? It is your Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Option A, all right. FASAI, yes. NIPER, yes. What is NIPER? NIPER is your National Institute of Pharmaceutical Educational and Research, that is in Hyderabad. So correct option is all of the above. All these three organizations are working together to create nutritional supplement testing capacity in India. Similarly, in order to deal with the problems of doping, which is the organization at national level as well as at international level. If at national level we are talking about, it is NADA, National Anti-Doping Agency, and Sunil Shetty, if you remember, was recently appointed as the brand ambassador here. Then if we talk about WADA, WADA is your World Anti-Doping Agency, and these are the agencies that take care of the doping that is going on in the national sport, international sport event. That is, if doping is basically any individual taking a substance that is not legal to consume before any event, and these substance basically they enhances the performance which is considered illegal during these events. So here you can see it is your Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and FASAI along with National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, that is in Hyderabad. They have signed a memorandum of understanding to create national supplement testing capacity in India. The MOU will be a part of effort to address doping problems in sports and to create awareness about the risk that has on the health, as well as if they get caught while doping, also the ban they will be facing for many years. All right. Also remember here, the one of the main focus will be how to increase the nutrition or the supplement they are getting, the athletes are getting, and help them to become more energetic, but only with the substance that are controlled and only with the substance that are legal to consume. All right, more and more research and development will be done in this field. Also, this will promote the best practice in marketing and distribution of supplements in India and educate athletes about the harmful components in their nutritional supplements which will affect their long-term performance. Here, FASAI is given. Can you tell me who is the chairperson here? Rajesh Bhushan. Rajesh Bhushan is the current chairperson, and where is the headquarters of FASAI? It is in New Delhi. So remember these three organizations, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sport, FASAI and NIPER, they are working together to create nutritional supplement testing capacity in India and also creating awareness about the harmful effects of doping. Moving on. Which IIT recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Central Water Commission for the deployment of International Center of Excellence for Dams? So remember, it is your IIT Roorkee that has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Central Water Commission, and this MOU was signed basically for establishing a international center of excellence for dams. I repeat, International Center of Excellence for Dams, and for this it is your IIT Roorkee and Central Water Commission. They have together signed a memorandum of not understanding, it is a memorandum of agreement. All right, important, take a note of this. Then remember also, according to this memorandum of understanding, IIT Roorkee has received a grant of 108.99 crore rupees from the Ministry of Jal Shakti for the establishment of this ICED, that is International Center of Excellence for Dams. Apart from this, ICED will focus on different safety and rehabilitation aspects of dam like hydrological, hydraulic, structural, geotechnical, seismic safety evaluation, that is your related to your earthquakes. All right, then reservoir sedimentation, slit control, all these things will be researched upon, all these things will be studied upon and focused upon, and then they will be further moving on. Then the Indian and the overseas dam owners will receive specialized technical help from ICED and Roorkee in the areas of investigation, modeling and research and development. ICED will conduct applied research instruction and technology transfer in dam safety management at local, regional, national and international level. Also, the formation of ICED will empower Make in India
in dam safety and plus augment advanced research and developing technologies and appreciation products. All right. Then if we talk about Central Water Commission, then for the Central Water Commission, who is the chairman? Khushvinder Vora. Headquarter is in New Delhi, and it was in 1945 this was established. So remember, IIT Roorkee is has signed a memorandum of agreement with CWC. Basically, they will be working towards International Center of Excellence for Dams, that is ICED. All right, here you can see ICD will focus on different safety and rehabilitation aspects of dams, likely hydrological, hydraulic, structural, geotechnical, seismic, safety evaluation, reservoir sedimentation, and slit control. And they will be being deployed to create manpower with sufficient training and experience in dam safety. Also, the Indian and overseas dam owners will receive specialized technical help from ICED Roorkee in the areas of investigation. Moving on. Next is your Aadhar Mitra. Aadhar Mitra, this is a chatbot launched by whom? Alright, so Aadhar Mitra was basically launched to address the Aadhar card related queries. I repeat, in order to solve the Aadhar card related queries, that is Aadhar card related problems. In order to solve them, this chatbot was launched by the name Aadhar Mitra. Now the question asked here is, this Aadhar Mitra was launched by which organization? It is UIDAI, that is your Unique Identification Authority of India, that has launched this chatbot. And this chatbot, remember, it is powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. A similar kind of chatbot, if you remember, was recently launched, that is Chat GPT. Chat GPT, who launched it? It was launched by OpenAI. Then Microsoft recently funded in it. And how much amount was funded? $10 billion was funded. Then after that, this Chat GPT was known as Google Killer. After this, Google heard the news and they also launched a similar kind of chatbot, that is Bard AI. All right. Next, UIDAI has launched a new AI chatbot, that is Aadhar Mitra, that will be working on artificial intelligence and machine learning. The name is Aadhar Mitra. It was launched by whom? It was launched by the Unique Identification Authority of India. Okay, tell me how many numbers are there, how many digits are there in Aadhar card? So a total of 12 digits are there in Aadhar card. Next, Nari Shakti. Indian Navy's all-women car expedition has set off from NWM to cover 2300 kilometers over 12 days. I repeat, the Indian Navy, in association with the Navy Wives Welfare Association, is collaborating with Jeep India for conducting an all-women motor expedition as a tribute to brave women of India and the Indian Navy. The rally aims to motivate women to join the naval forces. The all-women car rally with the slogan "She's Unstoppable" and tagline "Soar High" started from the National War Memorial in New Delhi and traveled to the Longewala War Memorial in Rajasthan and back over 12 days, spanning from 14th of February to 25th of February. So remember, the wives of Navy person, all right, that is your association of the Navy's Vice Welfare Association. They have collaborated with which organization? They collaborated with Jeep, and they are basically working, or they started a campaign where they will be traveling 2300 kilometers over 12 days, and during this span of time they will be encouraging women to take part in various forces of India, that is to take part in Indian Navy also and other parts of the forces also, and to motivate them to join the naval forces. All right, and the campaign for the slogan they have is "She's Unstoppable" and tagline for the same is "Soar High." So the name of the campaign was given here is Nari Shakti. Next we are talking about inflation. We all know that inflation is rising, but remember, India's inflation has closed for the January month for 4%. All right, 4.8%, close to it. Then remember, the target of RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, is to bring inflation to 4% by the year 2024. And apart from this, it is not just India that is facing the high inflation, but you are seeing that globally almost all of the countries, all of the developed nations are facing high inflation, due to which there is a chance also of a recession that is going on. If you see the condition of Pakistan right now, if you see the condition of Sri Lanka right now, they are facing heavy economic crisis. The prices there in their country has risen over more than 200 to 300% for the grains. All right, for the basic commodities that you used to buy earlier, the prices for the same has risen over to 300 to 400%, and that is a very significant growth. Even people in the market, the people who live below the poverty line are struggling really hard to get grains or to get food daily. Even it was IMF recently that has said that they won't be bailing out Pakistan by providing extra loans recently for the another at least 2 to 3 months. And this data, that is global inflation, set to drop this year amid subpar economic growth, as per the data released by IMF, that is your International Monetary Fund. And also, if we are talking about the global growth rate, then remember, whole of the global growth rate, if we talk about the data, then it is expected to grow between 2 to 2.5% for this year, that is 2023. If we talk about the headquarter of IMF, it is located in Washington DC, and in Washington DC only headquarter is there of World Bank. And there is an interesting news regarding World Bank now, that David Malpas has stepped down from his position. So we'll be talking about it in a bit. Moving on. Next, RBI granted in principle approval to 32 existing payment aggregators, 19 new payment aggregators to operate as online payment aggregator. All right, so this is the question for remembering the number, that recently RBI has given the in principle approval to 32 existing PAs, 19 new PAs to operate as online aggregator. And the main objective here is to bring entities that are undertaking online payment aggregation business within the regulatory fold. Also, if we talk about some of the further regulations here, entities whose application have been returned are allowed to apply to RBI within 120 days from the date of return. The existing PAs are allowed to continue business unless advisory otherwise by the RBI. The new PAs that receive the in principle approval are not allowed to commence operation until they are granted authorization under Section 7. To get authorization, the entity needs to submit to RBI a system audit report along with a certificate from the chartered accountant regarding compliance with the net worth requirement. Next is SEBI. The Securities and Exchange Board of India has introduced IOD for filling IPO papers in XRBL format. First of all, what is this IPO? IPO is your initial public offering. When a big company wants to go and buy or let people buy share of their company, that is known as basically IPO, initial public offering. So recently it is your SEBI that has introduced a IOD for filling. IOD is your ISD, sorry, not IOD, it is your ISD. Has introduced ISD, that is your issue summary document for filing of papers pertaining to initial public offering and further issue of securities in extendable business reporting language format. This will make available relevant information of the stock exchanges and depositories in a structured manner. So remember, SEBI issued a summary or has issued for allowing the ISDs, that is your issue summary documents for filing IPOs in XBRL format. And XBRL format is your extensible business reporting language format that will make available relevant information of the stock exchange and depository in a structured manner. Here, if we talk about this XBRL, this is a language for the electronic communication of the business and financial data that is used worldwide for business reporting. It is helpful in preparation, analysis, and communication of business information. If we talk about two stages of the ISD filing, SEBI has stated two stages for ISD filing. That is the first stage in which the ISD will be filed with pre-issue fields, and the second stage is ISD will be filled with post-issue fields after allotment is completed. All right. Next, which bank has introduced EBG, that is your electronic bank guarantee scheme with national e-governance services? I repeat, recently which bank has introduced electronic bank guarantee facility in with the national e-governance service, and that is your NESL. So which bank it will be? It will be your Indian Overseas Bank. What is EBG? That is electronic bank guarantee. This is a basically an instrument that is issued by the headquartered bank to eliminate the possibility of fraud and manipulation, in which the bank undertakes to guarantee a specific amount against the non-fulfillment of a action of the applicant. In simple terms, we say it is a promise that is made by the bank that if a borrower fails to pay a loan, then the bank will take care of the losses and they will pay the loan that has been issued. All right, so coming back, it is your Indian Overseas Bank that has introduced electronic bank guarantee scheme with national e-governance services. All right, then apart from this, remember, if we talk about the features of this EBG, they are issued instantaneously in a completely paperless mode with digital stamping and digital signature. That is, they are replacing the paper-based bank guarantees through physical stamping, and wet signatures would take 3 to 4 days. But with the help of electronics, they will be easily able to issue them in a small amount of time only. Then, if we talk about NESL, can you tell me who is the managing director and CEO? Managing director and CEO, he will be S. Raman. And where is the headquarter of NESL? That is your National E-Governance Service Limited. It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next is your NSE and CMA group has signed a pact for rupee denominated WTI crude oil and natural gas contracts. Here remember, it is NSE that has signed a data licensing agreement with CMA Group, that is the world's leading derivative marketplace for West Texas Intermediate crude oil and natural gas contract. So in simple language, we can say that it is NSE that is signed a data license agreement with CMA Group. All right, and it is for the WTI crude oil and natural gas contract. That is for the natural gas this was signed. This agreement will allow NSE to list, trade and settle rupee denominated NYMEX WTI crude oil and natural gas derivative contracts for Indian market participants. The addition of the contracts will expand the NSE product offering and its overall commodity segment. NSE has applied the SEBI seeking approval to launch the additional future contracts. Similarly, if I ask you, if we were talking about crude oil and natural gas from Russia, what type of oil we are importing? That is your crude oil. That is to virgin oil. From Russia, the import of India has become 33 times. All right, that means we are importing 33 times the oil that we used to import before the war. And from India, who we are selling this oil? From India, we are again exporting this oil to United States of America. So we can say USA is indirectly buying the Russian oil only. Next, who won the Anthem Awards? I repeat, who won the annual Anthem Awards? All right, remember it is direct. So who won it? It was your Don't Choose Extinction. This is the United Nations Development Program's campaign, that is Don't Choose Extinction. This is the campaign of United Nations Development Program. All right, where is the headquarter of UNDP? It is in New York, USA. All right, if we talk about this award only, remember it was the second annual Anthem Awards by UNDP, and for awards, and for the UNDP's campaign, that is Don't Choose campaign, has won the two anthem awards here. If we talk about these two awards, a gold and silver were awarded. And if we talk about these only, the gold winner is under sustainability, environment and climate non-profit campaign, and silver winner is under sustainability, environment and climate global awareness campaign category. Then the next question that can be framed from this topic is that these second annual anthem awards, they were announced by which organization? So it is your IADAS, that is International Academy of Digital Arts and Science, that has recently announced the second edition of annual anthem awards. If we talk about annual anthem awards only, these annual awards celebrates and champions work across seven core causes. These are diversity, equity and inclusion, education, culture, health, human rights, humanitarian actions, all right, technology and sustainability. These are the some way topics on which, or the some themes on which, on behalf of which these anthem awards are presented. And this time, remember, two awards, that is a gold and a silver, were presented to United Nations Development Programs campaign Don't Choose the Extinction. Moving on. Then if we talk about this campaign, that is Don't Choose Extinction campaign, this was launched when it was launched in October 2021 by UNDP to raise awareness about the climate emergency. All right, when was this campaign launched? Question can definitely be asked. It was in October 2021 and it was launched to create awareness about the climate emergency. Next is Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has resigned. I repeat, Nicola Ferguson Sturgeon has announced her resignation as the First Minister of Scotland and leader of the Scottish National Party at a press conference in Edinburgh, Scotland. All right, mark this. If we talk about Nicola, she was born on 19th of July in 1970. She is from UK and she was a solicitor at the Drumchapel Law and Money Advice Centre in Glasgow, Scotland. She has served as the MSP for Gowan between 2007 to 2011. She held the position of Cabinet Secretary for Health and Wellbeing in the government from 2007 to 2012, and from 2014 to 2015 she held the position of the Cabinet Secretary for Infrastructure, Investment and Cities. Also in 2014 she became the leader of the SNP, that is your Scottish National Party, and she has recently resigned from the as the First Minister of Scotland. What is the capital of Scotland? It is Edinburgh. Here you can read all about her and it can be beneficial for you. Just go through it. Next is your David Malpas. I told you who has stepped down as the president of World Bank. So remember David Malpas to step down on 1st of June 2023 after more than 4 years as the president of World Bank. Remember, he was appointed by US President Donald Trump in April 2019 as the president of World Bank, and his 5-year term was due to end in April 2024, but now in June 2023 he will be stepping down from the post of the president of World Bank after 4 years. During his term, the world has faced COVID-19, Russian invasion of Ukraine and international economic slowdown, but he has responded quickly to face these challenges. All right, during his term. Next, CCI, that is your Competition Commission of India, has approved the acquisition of certain assets of Jayaprakash Associated Limited and its associates by Dalmia Cement Limited. So, who is the acquirer? That means who is buying them or who is acquiring the assets? It will be your Dalmia Cement. And whose assets are being acquired? It is your Jayaprakash Associates Limited and its associates. All right. Next. Next is scientists has recently discovered a new beetle species, that is Omorgus khandesh, and it has been discovered where? It has been discovered in India. All right. So remember, scientists with the Zoological Survey of India and your Western Regional Center in Pune, they have recently discovered new species of Trogidae that has been recently named as Omorgus khandesh in India. These beetles were found in Pune, Maharashtra. All right. And remember, these Omorgus khandesh, they are basically, if asked that where were they discovered, they were discovered in Pune, Maharashtra. And these beetles have a special basically quality, or you can say a type of design in natural design, that is when they are discovered, these beetles will act as they are dead and they will become motionless. Next, coming to obituary, Arjuna awardee and legendary Indian footballer Tulsidas Balram has recently passed away. If we're talking about the legendary Indian football player and two-time Olympian Tulsidas Balram, an Arjuna awardee, passed away in Kolkata at the age of 87. He was born on 4th of October 1936 in the state of Hyderabad. And remember, Tulsidas Balram, he was considered as one of the three pillars who ushered in the Indian football team's golden era in 1950s and 60s alongside Chunni Goswami and PK Banerjee. And he has recently passed away. So question can be asked that Tulsidas Balram, who recently passed away, he was related to which sport? He was related to football. He was from which state? He was from West Bengal. All right. Next, if we talk about when was he awarded with Arjuna Award, in which year he was awarded with Arjuna Award? In 1962, for his contribution to Indian football, he was awarded with Arjuna Award. Next is West Bengal's finance minister has presented 3,39,162 crore rupees budget for the year 23-24. All right. Chandrima Bhattacharya, who is the finance minister of West Bengal, announced this budget for fiscal year 23-24. The budget was focused on farmers, tea sector, and the potential of West Bengal as a logistics hubs and entrepreneurs. The West Bengal is expected to grow at a rate of 8.41% in the year 23-22, which is higher than expected growth rate of Indian economy, that is between 6 to 7%. In addition, the DA, that is your dearness allowance of 3% for the West Bengal employees has been included, as well as teachers and pensioners has been included in the increase of this DA. Who is the chief minister here? Mamata Banerjee is the current chief minister of West Bengal. Singlilia National Park, Neora Valley National Park, they are all located in West Bengal. And West Bengal's festival Durga Puja was also inducted into the Intangible Cultural Heritage List of UNESCO. Next is Indore's solar plant projected fund by 720 crore rupees through green bonds. I repeat, Indore Municipal Corporation has successfully managed to raise about 720 crore rupees through their green bonds, which will be utilized for developing a 60 megawatt solar plant. The green bonds floated by the Indore Municipal Corporation as a public issue for setting up solar power plants that have received an overwhelming response from investors and attracted a subscription of around 721 crore rupees. So we can say that Indore has recently raised how much amount for the solar power plant, and these were issued through the green bonds, and it is the total amount that has been raised here is 720 crore rupees. So friends, see, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's revise the previous day's current affairs. Alright, so this is the revision part that you were asking now. Let's start. First, we are talking about Kelo India Winter Games. So remember, third edition of Kelo India Winter Games were recently held. They were held where? They were held in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir. And the state or union territory that has topped these third edition of Kelo India Winter Games are is your Jammu and Kashmir with a total of 76 medals. So you can see the third edition of Kelo India Winter Games. They were held where? They were held in Jammu and Kashmir. They were held in Jammu and Kashmir, Gulmarg district of Jammu and Kashmir from 10th to 14th of February. And in this, Jammu and Kashmir has topped the medal tally with 26 gold, 25 silvers, and 25 bronze with a total of 76 medals. All right. Similarly, if we talk about Kelo India Youth Games, earlier we were talking about Kelo India Winter Games. Now we are talking about Kelo India Youth Games. This was the fifth edition of Kelo India Youth Games. This was held in Madhya Pradesh, and you can see Asha and Mowgli. These are the two mascots for the Kelo India Youth Games, the fifth edition of which was held in Madhya Pradesh. This was held from 30th of January to 11th of February, and the state that has topped here in the medals tally is your Maharashtra. Maharashtra has won a total of 161 medals, in which 56 were gold, 55 silver, and 50 bronze medals. On second position, it was your Haryana, and on third position, it was your Madhya Pradesh. Next, National Women's Day. When do we observe National Women's Day? National Women's Day is observed on 13th of Feb. Alright, we are talking about National Women's Day. Alright, National Women's Day. This is observed on the birth anniversary of Sarojini Naidu, who was referred to as Nightingale of India. Alright, very important, mark this. Apart from this, if I ask you then, International Women's Day, when do we observe this? It is on 8th of March. We observe International Women's Day, and on 13th of February, we observe National Women's Day. Next we are talking about ISB Rank. That is your Indian School of Business has ranked as the best business school in the Financial Times Global MBA ranking for 2023. Important. All right. ISB has ranked as the placed first among the Indian business schools market in the FT, that is your Financial Times Global ranking. Next is your former federal Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel. And important, why? Because Angela Merkel was awarded with the UNESCO's Peace Prize for 2023 for the Syrian refugees, or for the help she provided to the Syrian refugees. So remember, who was honored with the UNESCO's Peace Prize 2022? She will be Angela Merkel. Next, ISRO. We know ISRO has earlier launched small satellite launch vehicle, but it was a failure mission. It was launched on the 75th Independence Day. But now the second edition of this SSLV was launched, along with which 3 satellites were launched. One was your Earth Observation Satellite 7, Azadi Sat 2, and Janus 1 was also launched. And they were launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center, that is in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. Next we are talking about India's accreditation system under the Quality Control Index. The rank of India was 5th here in the Quality Council of India, not Quality Control Index, it is your Quality Council of India. So the National Accreditation System of India under the Quality Council of India, it was ranked 5th here. All right. Next. So friends, that's all for the day. I hope you have enjoyed our session. Now it's time for your homework. First, the Union Ministry of Mines announced that lithium reserves were found for the first time in which state or union territory. Second, which planet has the highest number of moons as of 2023? Third, which telescope has been selected for 2023 John L. Lex Swigert Jr. Award for Space Exploration? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.